Hi, CMattDye here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Let's get into DeFi Weekly. I didn't do one last week because I was waiting on a couple calls. There was a Cardax, Wing Riders, Ardana, couple more bits of information I was trying to get together, and now I can give you what is actually going on, what's up to date, what I'm interested in, and just what's happening. I guess from the last video, we can address the elephant in the room. Flicto has definitely gone down. And it's interesting. I just want to point it out because a lot of YouTubers that were covering it, that were ambassadors to that project, deleted their videos and aren't really talking about it. They're not apologizing for, hey, I was into this and it rugged, I didn't see it coming. They didn't say any of that. So just be careful out there, if you're watching information. I usually only highlight stuff that I'm interested in. I don't show like new projects just because they're new projects. But anyway, a little bit about that. Just wanted to put a little disclaimer there. And let's get into the great information. I want to start off with Cardax. Now, Cardax is a interesting project. They are a DEX. I don't know why they call themselves the most reliable Cardano DEX. That just seems like hype marketing. But the team is actually on point. They do a lot of AMAs. They talk with their community a lot. They share information. And I really do like that. Their audit has just passed. They don't have a date on their testnet, but I expect it to be either this month or next month. So either June or early July is what I'm looking at. Also, they're using a different algorithm than other DEXs like SundaeSwap or Uniswap. So they're differentiating themselves a little bit, trying stuff new, and they're definitely taking their time building while communicating with the community. So I love that. So definitely looking forward to that one. Now let's go straight into VyFinance. Now VyFinance, they do a May update. They do updates every month. They also have an AMA coming up on Friday. So if you're interested in learning anything new about VyFinance, that is something to keep an eye on. They break it down really well, what they're working on, what they're not doing. The team is on all cylinders. They're working with projects, they're looking for collab partners, they're really pushing the envelope. Okay, so if we look at VyFinance in the token vaults, you can see, and this shows how much is completed up here. So 84% completed here, 60% over here, 41% over here, and it tells you the APR based on VyFinance's price, because VyFi token, whatever that price is at, that's the APR, and you'll see it update every now and then. Pavia is 59%, very low APR. That's probably why. BCG, C4S, and then you can see Cardax down here is also a option. This is the token vaults. Now, if we go to NFT vaults, you can stake your NFTs. VyFi. You have the AADA VyFi. Log token is Cardano Village, I want to say. Corey, you can stake for. MinSwap, you can still stake for. And then everything else is kind of done. So that is the VyFi. If you look at it, they're adding more token vaults, which is pretty cool. And they're also very close to coming up with their actual testnet for their launch of the DEX, which I'm interested in. So this is Genius Yield, the guy talking about the partnership with Cardashift. They talk about that, different conferences they're going to. They're moving forward on smart contracts, so they're getting closer and closer to that. They're also working on an algorithm to kind of lower the fee as much as possible when staking, which is very, very good. Internal audits, optimization running continuously. They're updating the script size, which is running 21% lighter. So that is very good that they're updating their code. They're cleaning up their UI. They're testing and optimizing the AOHK PAB integration. So they're doing a lot of good stuff, and I think July or August is when they're going to end up launching their their DEX. So I expect a testnet probably this month, maybe next month. But I do expect it very, very soon. I am a beta tester with VyFi. It's my favorite company, my favorite project on Cardano. I'm not trying to say get into it. I'm trying to say me personally, it's my favorite. You know, you have your own favorite, but I'm just trying to give you some information. And if I didn't give my thoughts along with it, you know, it wouldn't be as fun for me, and it probably wouldn't make sense for others either. Next, I want to talk about Genius Yield. So Genius Yield finished their IPO May 15th. Their ISPO pools became the Genius X ISPO pools. So Genius Yield finished their ISPO. They're working on showing the rewards. It's probably going to be another week or two, which is fine. I would expect it to happen this coming week because the public sales are getting very, very close. And before they do the public sales, they need to know who qualifies for what. You know, your diamond hand versus not a diamond hand. Because they're going to have 4 different tiers I talked about in the last video. And knowing who is where, who was staked for what period of time, tells you who can participate in which tier of the sale. So that's what they're waiting on. Once they get that done, they'll be able to do the sale, and then the DEXs is going to be launching around Q3, probably towards the end of Q3 if I was speculating, which is what I do. So that's what I'm thinking about on Genius Yield. Next, Meld, still going strong. Akamon is the bridge between I don't have a wallet link, between Cardano and other platforms. It used to be called AADA because it was going to be a bridge between Cardano and Polygon, but they want to make that bridge more cross-chain than just the 2 chains, which is, I like that. That's pretty cool. They also put out on June 2nd, which was a few days ago, a nice little white paper, and it goes over some math and different stuff like that. It tells you how everything actually works. They're focusing on Cardano Polygon. Once they get that done, then they will go towards other blockchains. So pretty cool. They talked about the wrap tokens, the DApp requirements, all of that. I'll link that down below so you can read it yourself. There's nothing really groundbreaking in here, in my opinion. It's really cool. It just shows the process. It shows the process. But I will link this testnet down again for Akamon, just in case you want to play around with it. It is a lot of fun. So check that out. Next, AADA. Now, AADA is something that I was playing around with for the past many weeks. You go down here, you go to the Cardano faucet, and I will actually link that as well, the Cardano faucet. Even though it's here, you still need to get that for Meld, and then Muesliswap is one I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So then you connect your wallet, you can mint all of your test tokens, and then you go down to the marketplace and just play around. It's so cool. I was a big fan of AADA prior to this, but now that this has come out, I am an even bigger fan. I didn't even think that was possible, but I am. So a lot of fun there. Next, I want to talk about Ardana. I'm very stoked about Ardana. I did buy some. I'm in the Ardana AADA stake pool in Wing Riders right now, and it is pretty neat. The Ardana, they're rewriting their code for Plutarch, and they're going to launch the platform in Q3, soonest being in July. Now, if you're not familiar with Ardana, they're basically a decentralized Forex platform. If you've ever traded foreign exchange, if you've ever just traveled and you've needed to transfer currency, Ardana is going to be able to set that up, and it will be minimal fees. If you've ever traveled anywhere and you go to the airport and you're like, well, I need some currency, you can exchange it in the airport, or you can do it outside the airport. The fees are still going to be astronomical. But with Ardana, you're going to be able to trade Forex for minimal fees, which you can do that in real life. But you can transfer currency between currencies for minimal fees, which is groundbreaking. So I like that a lot. I'm really into the project. If we scroll down, they're going to have a stable coin, the DUSD. This is the different news. Okay, so right now we're really just waiting for the platform to come live, and then afterwards is my expectation that the stablecoin will be released, and then they have the DanaSwap release, and then after that they're going to have the DanaSwap foreign exchange, DanaSwap version 2 coming in Q4. So that's still on schedule, and that's something I'm really looking forward to. Now, next project I'm looking forward to, and this kind of caught me by surprise. I wasn't really thinking that, but Muesliswap. They're having liquidity pools live on the testnet, and I wanted to do this in the video. I wanted to play around just so that you guys can see how I am actually making this happen. In the last video, I did Meld, I did AADA. So doing Muesliswap, and you can see to add liquidity, I need AADA. And I need T-Milk. So if I go here to featured markets, well, here's T-Milk right here. So I click on it, and I need to buy some. So let me buy 84 of them. Oh, I think I have to buy them up here actually. Alright, so I'm going to buy 164 here. Hit buy this T-Milk. Place my order. Okay, and I confirm order has been placed. Transaction done. Buy 1 T-Milk for 6 AADA, which seems excessive, but that gives me a little bit to play with. And now we can go up here to earn and go to liquidity pools. And now if I go to add liquidity, okay, now add liquidity, I have 1 T-Milk, so I add 1 T-Milk, which is 6 AADA. And I go to supply, and they're going to add 2 AADA deposit and 2 AADA batcher fee. Alright, my wallet comes up, so I want to sign that. Alright, I signed it, and now we want to see what happens. Liquidity has been added. Okay, and now that the transaction has gone through, if we go here to the Earn tab, to liquidity pools, and then my liquidity, and we have to wait for our wallet to show up, and once it connects, it should update right here. Okay, and it updates right here, 2363, and if we go to our LP, we have 2363 tokens. Now, what's also cool is we can go to my wallet, we can see the asset overview tab, open orders, order history, and obviously you can do like night and day on here, but I prefer black because I'm a vampire. So this shows my order history that I just did. So I did 1 AADA to a T-Milk, which cost 6 AADA. And this is what time it happened. It got matched right here. It was super quick. Actually, open orders tab, we don't have any, but that's where they would show up. Assets overview, this is where they show up. And every now and then, this does take about 10-30 seconds to update. You can see how long it just took to update, about 7 seconds ish, but not too bad there. You can go to earn. Pools are going to be coming up soon. You can do instant swaps, limit swaps, which is kind of cool. Obviously you can see the markets, which we're on the testnet, so we have T-Milk that we can get. For AADA, you have to go to the faucet, but I like this platform. It looks really cool, and it was very easy. So if you guys want to play around with that, go play around with that. It's a lot of fun, and you can test out the liquidity pools and give feedback to the team that way. Next up is Maladex. I wanted to talk about this just because it is something that I am hyped about. It is coming soon. I think July is the time frame right now. This just is a little picture. I thought it was kind of cool to show up, and it just talks about what they've been doing. Nothing really groundbreaking. It just talks about it. So they're still scheduled for July, just like I said in the last video. But you know, I am interested in them, so we'll see what happens. If I didn't cover something, I just don't have any new information. Like Liquid Finance, for example, I don't have any new information. So from whatever I said in the last video is what's happening. That's another project I'm really excited about. So just in case if I don't mention something, I just don't have any new information on it. Or if it's like Flip 2, I just don't really care about it, and it is what it is. But you know, hindsight's 2020. So anyway, let's talk about DeFi Llama. You know, where has the AADA gone? So this is a Cardano, obviously, and you can see this is basically what has happened. This is dollar terms. Now this is in AADA terms. So you can kind of see the TVL. If you look at it in AADA terms, it's not really done that bad. US dollar terms, because the market's down, everything's down, Cardano's down. So looking at it in AADA terms kind of shows you another picture. It's just basing in here. You know, it's liquidity is not running away, but it's not running to this platform either. And that's the same with every market. So basically we have MintSwap still in number 1, SunnySwap in number 2, and WingRiders number 3, and they're very close, Sunday and WingRiders. I am with WingRiders, so we'll see where it can actually go. Meld, and this is includes staking. So that's why some of these are on here. Meld is 100% staking right now, but you can see 25 million. That's not chump change. Muesliswap right now is 9.9 million, but once they go from the test net to the main net, I do expect that number to go up. Revuto, not very familiar with them, but I know some people that are, so yeah, that's looking okay. VyFinance right now 2.4 million. Once their DEX goes live, that number will jump up dramatically, I expect. Muesliswap, I don't know anything about them. AADA, that's pure staking, and I do expect that to grow once their platform goes live. It's been in the testnet for a while, and that's what I love about the team. They really do take their time and go through everything. They're very technical, and that's one of the things I like about them. ADAX, they're at 4.9 thousand, which is not much. So that is what I got for you today. That's all the DeFi information. If there's anything that I left out that you know about that I just don't know about, let me know in the comment section below. If you like the video, throw a like. If not, throw a dislike. Appreciate the feedback. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.